your rebuttals really take accountability away from women. At the end of the day, like, and this is why, you know, arranged marriages were a thing for so long. Women suck at picking their partners. They really do.
Yeah.
All of you guys are almost in your 30s and single. We go back 50, 70 years, 80 years. Most women your age would be married and have a couple kids by now. So what does that effectively tell me? That tells
Women
me you
are
guys
putting up with less now because we have.
Hold on.
alternatives.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that women now, right, have basically, it's crazy to me because you guys, right, are so selective now, and you want the best guy, and you're like, we don't need to tolerate X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. And then you meet that guy, right, because he's exceptional, he's attractive, because you want the best. And then you get mad when he fucks another bitch. It's like you got to figure it out. Like, what are you gonna like? You take accountability from yourselves every single time.
Can I ask you a question?
It's like at the end of the day, you pick the man, right?
Yeah, but I cannot. Okay, listen. This is what I said in the beginning. What I said was there are cases where women do pick trashy men. We've done it.
So whose fault is that then? So whose fault is that?
It's the women's fault. Fine.
Okay, so then why do you keep making excuses for why they get bad behavior after when they pick shitty men?
Okay, in that scenario, yes, the woman has to take accountability. You've picked a bad man. You've picked a gun shooter. You've picked a roadman. You've picked a drug dealer just for the aesthetic. If you then get pregnant by him and he gets arrested, that's on you. But there are cases where women get with men with good intentions in the beginning and men change. So, you know, you can't blame a woman for, a divorce.
How about they never changed? They were that man the whole time and you just didn't realize it.
But there's deception. The magic term is deception.
Because you guys can't handle the truth. Because women can't handle the truth. Because women can't handle the truth. And we talked about that earlier.
How can we handle the truth if someone's not telling it?
Because that's why they lie.
Yeah, so
most women can't handle cheating. Most women can't handle what men really think of what we really want, so guys lie to women. That's what it is.
I don't think men could handle.
Yeah, so whose fault is that? That's the man's fault for lying.
I think it's that way as well.
No, they could never. And also, can I tell you something?
Holy shit!
Earlier on,
hold on. Just to finish the thing here. I just noticed that every rebuttal you made to her, when she tells you an objective fact, you say, "Well, how about this and that?" And it's all at the end of the day, women are the ones making the choices. So it's one of the two. It's either you guys want. Hold on. Yeah, but women are the ones picking. So you have a choice to make. It's either A, women are bumbling retards that don't deserve rights and shouldn't be able to pick their partners, and men step in and do it like before in arranged marriages, or you guys can go ahead and continue to pick your partners and then stay single into your 30s like we have now.
But I swear it's the man that picks who he marries.
Yeah, men are gatekeepers of relationships. Yeah. Women are gatekeepers of sex.
They pick their women as well.
He has to have someone to commit to, so you have to pick him from like.
You have to pick each other. It's a two-way street.
What comes
Why
first?
is it just the woman?
It's your job to attract them.
He's attracted to you, really.
No, what comes first in general in 2024? Sex or relationships?
Depends on who you're asking.
Okay, so who gets to have sex?
Men and women.
No, it's the men that women select.
Yep.
So women are the initial gatekeepers, right? So that's what it's saying.
They're gatekeepers of sex. Yeah,
relationship.
But the guy's not going to get into a relationship unless he's been sexually selected by women, and women are the ones who.
And this actually proves my point earlier, which she alluded to, because she was saying, like, just be honest and I'll give you sex if you say what it is. And then I asked, okay, when she gave an example, and I said, repeat that sentence. And then she said, I've known this guy for a while. And women tend to always disqualify all the work men have to put in to attract them.
No, it wasn't like that.
Do you know
How long did he know you?
We had been cool for at least a year or so.
Okay, so he spent a year.
No, but we didn't spend like a year like together or spending time like that. No, it's like we had spent time with each other briefly, and then we didn't see each other, and then before you know it, when we reconnected, it was like, okay, cool, but we just laid out on the table like, look, I ain't looking for anything because I just got out of this.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
What did he do when he was gone during that time?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck what he did while I was living my
Well, you
life.
clearly did, because you hooked up with him, so he had to have told you what he was doing. You have to probably been curious.
Yeah, but that's like, I'm not going to say his business. You see what I'm saying? We were friends. Would
it be fair to say he leveled up?
What do you mean?
He leveled up. He was probably more attractive when he came back the second time than the first
better.
time.
That guy has always been attractive.
Okay. So he did. Okay. So if he's always been.
He's gorgeous.
Okay. So if he's always been attractive, he probably did something to level up in that time period. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, girls tend to look at the finish line. They don't look at the entire race. The man had to put in work to some degree to be able to get the sex from you that frankly. But when I asked you, I'm going to just proposition you for sex right away, you
Do
say
you
no.
think we just wake up like
Some
this?
guys are really easy. You can just be like, yeah, look, pull up then. And before you know it, my man's pulled up.
How often does that happen, though?
I mean,
How
I
attractive
don't
does a
know.
man have to be able to get sex on command like that? I
He
said,
has to have sauce.
holy.
He's got to be attractive.
He has to have what?
Sauce.
Okay.
Sauce.
So it's not easy then.
Yeah, the same way that it's not easy for just any girl to get sex as well, you know.
Well, it kind of is,
But
isn't
some
it?
guys are
Kinda
really
is.
easy.
Wait, and I'll explain to you why. I explain to you why.
Gorgeous,
Wait. Because girls don't just step out looking like anything. They also put in a
Do
lot
you
of effort
realize
to
that you
step
can
out
go
every
outside?
day.
Hold on, stop, man. This is what I'm trying
That's
to say.
never happened to me, though.
You guys don't live in reality. You can step outside right now and go, and a dude will still have sex with you.
I don't know. I've never done that.
That
But you
I
could.
agree-
Go try
I
it.
agree
Go try
with
it.
because I know
Go try it right now.
somebody.
Okay.
Can I
Try it
just
now.
say something? I agree.
The street experiment.
I agree with that.
You being able to get sex and a man being able to get sex don't even come close. Like, it's not the same. And again, it's hard for men to get sex. So it's like when girls say this, like, just be honest. If I tell you I just want to fucking don't want to give you a relationship, 99% of the time I'm not going to get it. And then you, even in your example, well, we kind of had an understanding and we just fucked. But he had to know you for a year and be extremely attractive to pull it off. That's a
the
minority
thing.
of men.
But were you hooking up at the beginning as well, though? In that when you first met each other, were you hooking up?
No,
then?
actually, no.
You
we
just
spent
mates?
time. We just
You
spent
just
time
friends?
together, and then before you know
That's
it,
putting
life
in
got-
work.
No.
It's putting in work.
But the maddest thing
Spending
is
time.
like
Damn right.
I
Sex
know
is
a
not for
man
free.
that puts in work, and I know a guy that doesn't, and we didn't really have to put in work like that.
But he
You
was
know what I'm saying? We just
attractive.
spent
He was
time.
hot though. He was attractive.
Of course, he was hot.
So
Gorgeous.
so he had to reach a certain base. Like
Listen.
that.
But then it life just got in the way. Distance. I think at some point I even left London. And then came
Why are you
back.
guys
You know,
upset
men-
that
And then
women want
before you know
charm
it,
from
and
a man?
And then we just like a conversation just like it just popped up, and then before you know it, it's like, you know what, pull up. And then it was just like that, just pull up then.
Yeah.
And then boom, it happened, and then that's when we was like, okay, cool, but
But if he had said, come over and we're going to fuck right now, you wouldn't have went over there.
No, but I've done that to a guy before. I'd be like, look, pull up. This is what it is.
my
And then
God,
he came
bro.
through.
A man that says that is a bit like...
That's a bit scary.
This is what I'm trying to say.
That's a bit scary, yo.
Like, women live life on easy mode when it comes to dating so much that you guys are
really easy.
completely unaware of how it, like, you guys live life on such an easy mode that you guys are completely unaware of all the work that men have to put in to be able to get laid. We have to put in way more work than you guys. Way more.
What, liking a photo, sliding in the DM.
Well, no, but then, when they did that college study,
Crumbs.
No.
Breadcrumbs.
A little
No.
conversation here and there.
I mean, men
Or
play
let's
with
go out
emoji.
to eat or whatever.
Hold on. Do you find most men attractive?
No, not really.
Do you find most men attractive? Do you find most men
Not
attractive?
most men, no.
Okay, you.
I only find myself attractive.
Fantastic. What about
No, I
you?
don't. But can I just say something?
Okay, so that proves my point, man. Like,
Do you find most women
So
attractive?
it's hard. I think it's hard right
yeah, most women are average, which is fuckable.
It's
So why are they
harder out
hating on me?
wait,
It's harder out here for men because because guys have to look good, right? Because when you go out, like women, some women can go out with no money. And there'll be a guy at the bar and who will buy them a drink.
Yeah.
But a man can't go out with no money and expect him to get drinks from a woman that thinks he's good looking. So I know a lot of people, especially because I'm older, I know a lot of people like my age, guys who are single. They're single. I've got one friend that he has been single for 20 years almost. I don't know if he's had links or anything, but as far as I know, he hasn't had a girlfriend. But this guy has a good job. Lots of money in the bank, drives a car. He just doesn't have the look. Women don't look at him.
he's not good looking.
Yeah,
He's not
No,
good
I don't
looking.
he's
think
not
that's
good
true.
looking. He's not good.
How about-
he's
Yeah,
not
but
good
us
looking.
women
I don't
can
think
learn
that's
to love.
true.
Us women can learn to love.
But they
That's
don't
the
give him a
thing.
chance. They don't
Men
give him a look.
don't
They
learn
don't even
to
look
love.
at him. They don't even give him a look. They don't
I
even
feel
look
sorry
at
for
him.
him, bless
They're
him.
not interested. He's the guy that the women walk past. When I meet up with the girls and we see them in the group.
What's his riz like? Has he got some riz? Has he got some good has he got some good banter?
Does he dress nice?
Does it smell good?
No, there's ugly men with money
but
and
that-
they've got girls.
No. When they did that college
They
study,
pay
doesn't
for
get
it.
a
There's
look
ugly
in.
men
When
with
they-
that don't
maybe
have
you
money
should
like
pay
that.
for it.
They pay a lot of the
I
time.
don't
when they did that college study, where they got
He'll be a good guy.
they got
If
interviews
he
to go
meets that
out.
person,
They got
he'll be a good guy.
male interview.
He'll be
They got
a
male
nice
interviews to
guy,
go out on a college campus
marry,
and say to women and say to a bunch of women, will you have? I want to have sex with you. Will you have sex with me? Right? And then they got women to go out and do the same thing. And the percentage of women that said yes to the request, 0%. The percentage of men who said yes to the request from women, 75%. So that's the problem, right? Because what he's saying is correct.
Easy.
Yeah, no, women have it on easy mode, right? Because all the women in here now.
Because you guys don't make it easy.
No, but all the women in here now could potentially go out.
Y'all just pull up.
But
all I gotta do is send a little meme.
Exactly. So that's the point.
Pull up over it.
But no, that's the point. That's the point. That's the problem in the dating marketplace, right? This is why we've got this. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer in terms of dating. And I don't just mean financially. It's just the top guys are getting more of the action. The guys who are perceived as lower are getting less of the action. That's increasing. And it's all down. It's driven by social media. It's driven by Instagram, the global dating marketplace, etc.
It's just like, and here's the thing, man. I don't expect them to understand, but girls are never gonna get it that it's way harder for men to get attention from females.
No, that's facts.
No, we do get it.
No,
you guys deal with rejection and things like that. We do get that.
But you don't. But here's the thing: you don't understand. Not only do you not. Okay, you understand. Not only that, but you don't even know when you meet an attractive guy, right? You don't even know all the work he had to put in to be that package that you're currently enjoying. So, for example, you go to a pizza spot, right? Your favorite pizza spot. You don't know that they had to get the cheese imported from Italy. You don't know that they had to get the dough at a certain temperature to make it taste a certain way. You don't know that they imported the sauce from a certain place to have a distinct taste. You don't know that the oven that they got was thousands upon thousands of dollars to fry it just right, to cook it just right. You just enjoy the end product, but you don't know the process that it took to create that pizza. When you see an attractive man, that man has spent a lot of the times years, if not decades, to create that package that you're currently enjoying. But you don't understand what goes into it because women don't have to build themselves up at all. No. You guys just exist, 18 years old, invited on a fucking yacht. But who paid for the yacht?
That sounds like something Undertaker said. Quote him.
You pay for yachts?
It's
you pay for yachts?
No.
Okay.
I've never been on one with a man.
No, but I'm saying not
99% of yachts are paid for by men.
You're either born with the sauce and all that shit or not.
I want to see the study.
No, most men actually are not born with the sauce. They have to learn the sauce.
Yeah, but men
they have to learn it. There's some naturals, but most guys have to learn.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
But men also have status when they're around beautiful women, so it works. It's like a transactional thing.
But they have to work. They have to work to earn the status.
It doesn't matter. No one cares. But he needs to walk in with a beautiful woman. Then people will really respect him.
Once again, perfect example of what I mean by just looking at the finish line, not looking at the race. How do you acquire status? That's what I mean when I say y'all are retarded sometimes. No offense. With all due respect.
No.
I'm not women lack critical thinking. Women lack critical thinking skills. You guys just look at the end product. This pizza's good. Ugh. But you don't know what it took to make the good pizza.
So what do you think a woman does in her life up until 18?
You see a guy with 10 girls. He has status. That's awesome. But you don't know what it took for the man to acquire the status.
What do you think a girl goes through?
You said a girl's 18, she's pretty, and she gets invited on a yacht.
Not every girl's pretty, especially growing up.
Do you know why?
Average girls have more marketability than celebrity men.
That's what you think.
No, it's true.
No, that's what you think. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm just going to explain to you the difference between.
Stop 1 second.
Go on.
Because you don't know what you're fucking talking about.
I know what I'm fucking talking about. I'll tell you why. Because I'm a woman and I know the work it takes for a woman to get to a stage where she can even be attractive to a man. Don't think that women don't do anything. They don't just wake up and roll out of bed, They
don't do shit.
And not only that, we have more emotional work than you guys do.
We go to the gym.
Stop.
You're mad,
make
There's completely. Be quiet. Hold on. There's completely average women that we know that have come on our fucking show and had sex with A-list celebrities off of our show.
Because men's standards are lower.
But that proves my point.
They are easy. They just want to get their dick wet.
Oh my God, you're not refuting my point. That women, average chicks, have access to exceptional men. However, average men cannot attract exceptional women. Do you understand that?
Okay, yeah.
We understand that.
That's fine.
So therefore, hold on. So since average women are able to attract exceptional men, by definition, that means women have dating on easy mode.
No.
Because their burner performance is lower.
Look.
This is what I mean.
They have women. No, we do. women have fucking on easy mode, not dating. Serious relationships.
We don't have easy mode.
We don't
Dating
have
is hard.
commitment on easy mode.
No. Hold on. Stop.
Easy mode.
You're able. Hold on. This is what I'm trying to say.
Fuckable, but not
No. And if you don't get wiped, it's your fucking fault. It comes back to women not having accountability. You can at least get in the room with Future.
Yeah.
You can at least get in the room with Drake. You can at least get in the room with a fucking NBA player and show yourself there. I'm not getting a chance with Rihanna ever, no matter how much status I get. I'm not getting a chance. I have to build myself up to be in that room with those bad bitches. You guys don't. That's the difference. And you could be an average fucking girl. I know average girls that have no future hanging out with Future right fucking now. That's the difference. So you cannot sit there and tell me that, women have it hard. No, you fucking don't, man.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Women
don't have it hard.
Women have it easy in every facet of life.
Not really.
And the problem is we've had women's empowerment content telling us we've had it so hard. But the truth of the matter is we get into college easier, we get jobs easier, we can get into relationships easier. There's no part of life that is not easier for a woman. People are just nicer to us because we're women. And then we go out and we think we're so oppressed, but we're really not.
That's not really
like if you take a man's life in 2024 and a woman's life in 2024, women objectively have it easier because and again, you have the privilege of saying something ridiculous. No offense, with all due respect, but I'm using this as an example to show how women lack critical thinking skills. You have the privilege of saying, "Oh, just have some status and you'll have women."
Myron,
what does that take to get status?
Myron,
but it's because it's so much easier for women to get status than men. It's so much easier.
You guys
for us
are
to get
born with
followers.
status.
Yeah.
Myron,
if you're attractive, how many useless fucking bitches are on Instagram right now?
The key word is if you are attractive.
It's not hard to be attractive as a female.
Actually.
You can get surgery. You can do filters.
And that's easy.
Men could do that too.
If you have access to money, you can make yourself
risk your life for beauty?
Okay.
That's dead.
Hold on. If you really want to go up, you can. But you can be average, put filters on your shit, and be attractive. There's regular girls, bro, that get DMs from top tier guys. They have access to these men.
And usually what they do is give us
Myron,
sexual access.
Myron, what was that thing you retweeted earlier when the guy did like 11,000 swipes or something on dating app? He got what did you get, 70 dates in the end or something?
17 dates. Swiped the right, like 11,000 times or some shit.
It comes
Average
out
guy.
70 dates.
Average guy.
Yeah, exactly. And the bar for women, like you said, the reality is the bar for women to be considered attractive, and not hot, not super beautiful, whatever, but attractive enough is significantly lower than it is for men, right? You know, a girl, as long as she's kind of slim, she's kind of pretty, she's in the room, right? She's in the room with Drake. You know, she can put some makeup on, she can do a bit of, whatever. She's on the yacht with Drake. It's not actually that hard.
That's different from marriage material, though.
Well, that's a different matter. But like Myron said, but the reality is, at least you're in the ballpark then.
I get
so
it, yeah.
then you've got the opportunity.
You get the opportunity. Like
fair enough.
And this is why I don't respect, like, when you guys sit here and say, "Oh, I want to do this" or whatever. Like, women don't have to earn their value. Like, if you meet a top tier guy and he doesn't commit to you, you suck. Why can't we call women losers? Why can't we tell them you just suck? Like, you're not attractive. Because if you go on a date with a guy, right, and you have good girlfriend traits, you're not annoying, you're not a fucking bimbo, you're not stupid as fuck, you're not fat, you're not crass, you're not obnoxious, you're not like a guy will probably wife you, bro. So my thing is, like, if you can't get wifed, that's your fault as the woman. But at least you get the opportunity to meet the man. That's what I'm trying to say.
Makes sense.
Y'all get to take the shot at least. We don't even get to take the shot unless we pay to get the fucking basketball. Like I don't think women get that shit. You guys get the shot. We don't. We have to be exceptional to even get an opportunity.
I feel sad for the kind of women, for the kind of men that you guys are, because you surround yourself with a lot of race girls.
Wow.
No,
I have to say,
actually,
because my girls don't act like that.
Okay.
I have to say,
I've met your
and I
girls.
must say, no, you've not met my girls. Actually, you met people that I chose to bring on your podcast. Actually,
she's walking off. Okay, all right.
You've not met my friends, Pearl. I'll tell you that much. You know people. You know some people that I know.
Actually, I want to speak on this because.
Yeah, hey, if you can leave. Hey, we just have a rule. We take your IG off. It's cool though. If you gotta leave, you gotta leave. I totally understand it. That's totally fine. You can go. You can go. You can go.
Sorry.
That's fine. All right.
No, because that was something that I thought when I first came on the podcast, was that, not all women are like this. And I just kind of thought that Myron and Fresh were just interviewing Miami girls. until I moved to London across the pond, and I got the same responses from women from Africa, from Italy, from literally all over the world that they get in Miami. Women are women. We just have nature.
What was that nature? Sorry.
Being delusional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being delusional.
Same as men.
Yeah.
Like you're literally you just tried to argue with me that a woman's dating life is similar difficulty to a man's, and that's just like not true at all.
I'll tell you why.
Wait, hold on,
hold
All right, go ahead. Tell me how.
Me.
Go
Let me
ahead,
tell you
me how.
something. For example, okay, I single, I'm stepping out. I decide to be open-minded and give men opportunities to speak to them. And what I find, I beg.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, and I'm telling you, for facts, in modern day, the same way you guys can complain about women is the same way we complain about men. For me, I actually find it very difficult to even speak to men, not just because of what I look like, it's also because of the fact that a lot of the time men will be thinking, okay, she thinks like, she's comfortable, she's very much, established in herself, and they tend to challenge me for no reason. They're not even nice to me. So I'm not going to lie to you. The same way you complain about women, I complain about men. Yeah, it will be easier for me if I want to have sex with a man, but it will be much harder for me to be able to respect a man to a point where I will say, yeah, I would marry you. Oh, yeah, I would give you the opportunity to even get close to me that way. Because a lot of men are letting themselves down in what it even means to be a basic man.
So it's the guy's fault.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's the guy's fault. I'm talking from my perspective. The same way you guys can complain is the same way I complain. You guys find it difficult. I find it difficult.
But you're not refuting any of his points.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm just adding my point.
Okay.
I also find it difficult. So I don't think it's okay.
Points. Useless points.
It's for you, but it's my experience. So I can just compare.
Let's be objective here. Let's do a little bit of accountability. You're 31 years old.
Yes.
You're a fairly masculine woman.
So you say.
You are.
Well, I don't know. A lot
absolutely
of people tell me I'm not. They say that it's dependent on the man. If you find me masculine, it's maybe you're not masculine enough. That's what they say. So I'm just
you're not agreeable, right?
Not with you.
You're just not agreeable, which is a masculine trait. You pursued higher education. You work in the professional world.
I'm a teacher, so that's a feminine profession, really, isn't it?
Are you a teacher? You said that you counsel people.
Behavior management. I work with children. I help them.
Okay. Again,
actually.
You don't have children, right? And you don't have a man.
No.
Okay, so you're pursuing career.
No, I'm not pursuing a career. I'm just living my life because I have bills to pay.
Okay. Look, whether you want to accept it or not, right? And women get really mad when I say this. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have bills to pay means you have to step into your masculine to work, to not be agreeable. I'm not trying to shit on you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But working and pursuing higher education, etc., inevitably masculinizes you as a female.
Well, I believe that for me, higher education gave me the opportunity to be around men of value.
Let's go back to the original point that I was trying to make here.
And it does add value to me. In Africa, women being educated is a good thing.
Okay, look, again, that's great. But all I'm simply trying to say here is because you're saying, oh, well, I could complain about men too, blah, 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 all this other stuff. You do understand that at 31 years old, being a fairly masculine woman and having a higher education, etc., actually hurts you when it comes to finding a man, right?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. What I'm doing right here is I'm talking to you, somebody that I don't necessarily agree with. But I don't surround myself with people like you. So the people that I am around that are more like the people that are my type, we don't need to disagree. In fact, I don't have this experience with other men. I only have it with men that come on this podcast. So really, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the problem. Maybe I'm looking at you guys and think that you probably just don't understand.
Okay, let me be objective about this. If you're 31 years old as a woman and you haven't been able to find a guy to take you seriously that you actually respect and admire, hold on, stop. If you're not, if you're in your 30s and you haven't found a man that you love, admire, and respect, and that's going to take you serious and reciprocate, you failed as a female with the plethora of options that women have nowadays.
Well, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. For example, I'll quote this. Jordan B. Peterson said that the higher intellect or the higher IQ a woman has, the more likely it is for her to find it more difficult to find a partner because of hypergamy.
Name one study.
So, listen, I beg, shut up, man. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I am not an average woman. So that means that for me, it's much harder to find a man. So I'm not going to rush and be with just anybody that doesn't suit me because then we get together and it's going to be chaos. So I'm not going to be with a man that finds me masculine because he's too weak. Because a real man does not find me masculine. A real man thinks I'm actually cute. And they make me feel and I actually sit down with them and I'm quite
It's interesting. Anytime, and I found this very interesting, anytime a woman prefaces a statement with a real man, it's always followed with him lowering his standards or dealing with some fuckery.
No.
For example, you're saying, A real man would be able to tolerate me, etc. Let me tell you something. I'm being very candid with you. I'm multimillionaire. A lot of my friends are multimillionaires, successful, etc. We don't fucking like women like you. No offense.
That's okay.
With all
I don't
due
like
respect.
men
Hold
like
on.
you.
Stop. Let me finish. Because we don't want to go out and conquer the world and come back and deal with females like you. Because you guys are annoying. Masculine women don't attract masculine men. If I wore heels on fucking Saturday, you would never accept me. So why is it appropriate for you to be arguing and be masculine? Because you are a masculine woman. Trust me, you can't hide that shit. You are.
Fine. That's okay. I'm strong.
You are a masculine woman.
I'm a strong woman.
Fantastic, which means you're masculine.
Yeah,
that's fine. But masculine men want feminine women that don't argue with them, period.
Yeah. Okay, I
So-
argue with you
and
because
it's
you're not my
interesting
man.
to me.
If you
Hold
were
on,
my
stop,
man,
stop,
it'd
stop,
be
stop.
different.
And I
You're not
find
one
it
to me.
interesting
Abi?
how every single one of my successful friends think the same. And here's the other thing. You know what? Regular guys think the same too.
Okay.
You know what the difference is? We don't have to tolerate masculine women
Listen,
once you reach a certain
Then
level.
let me tell you something. Tell your average and successful men to leave me alone because they won't. That's it. Tell them to leave me alone.
What they don't want to commit to you then.
No,
You're
I don't want to
31.
commit to them because as much as they love me, I don't want them because they don't suit me. That's why I said I'm going to keep this whole relationship thing quiet because I don't want to break anybody's heart, but I don't want to confirm anything either. Keep it very ambiguous.
The man that you
because
want,
there's a lot of people
the man
that don't
you
leave
want,
me alone.
the man that you
my
want
days.
doesn't want you back. That's
not
what this
true.
comes down to. Because
That's
if he
actually
did
not
want you back, you would be married right
That's
now.
not true.
Because you and I both know, at 31 years old, as a female, not being married, you're an objective failure.
Not really.
Yes, you are.
That's down to you.
You're an objective failure.
Let me tell you, and this is the reason why I also don't believe in statistics because you are making an assumption.
I'm not using a statistic
Hey,
off
I
this.
beg. I haven't finished.
I'm not using
I
a
haven't
statistic
finished. I
off
haven't
of this.
finished. You're
I'm
using your
just
general
telling you.
perception of what you've met of people
I'm
to
telling
make
you.
a conclusion about me when you don't know me. I'm sitting in a podcast, Fresh and Fit podcast, as a woman. Of course, I'm going to speak to you like this because, as far as I'm concerned, this is a debate, and I know how to debate very well when I
You
want
actually
to.
don't.
Yeah, I do actually.
You've used ad hominems.
The only difference is that you guys are
Which
here
is
shouting, and every time I try to speak, you cut me off. That's it. Literally.
Because
I
you
don't
ramble on.
No.
And you make arguments that don't have
Bro.
to do with the point
Bro,
of discussion.
the arguments are simply parallels to show you that your logic doesn't necessarily make sense. It's not a correct
Janova,
and
Janova.
exact science.
We were
because
talking
it's not.
about the term abuse being changed, and then you tried to link that to racism in prison.
No, I explained to you how terms
Janova,
within legal terms they change, they
And
evolve
then you
through
went
time.
back to racism. Like,
Justice and the legal system, they evolve through time. What was a law 10 years ago is not the same law now.
Name a
Everything
law.
evolves.
Name a law.
Everything evolves.
Name any
Even
law.
the way
Just one
people
law.
listen, the fact that we have policies for equality and
policy.
diversity tells you everything.
one.
The fact that we
Name-
have
name any policy.
listen, the fact that we have
okay,
anti-racist
let me
laws tells you everything.
What
back up.
There's a lot.
Guys,
There's a lot.
guys. Look, the reason why I said if a woman's 30 plus and doesn't have a man and she's an objective, the reason why I say this is because we know that women derive pleasure, right, from family and children. And you kind of gave yourself away a second ago. You didn't say, oh, I'm not chasing a career. I'm just chasing happiness, right? Or I'm just living my life,
Yeah,
right? And working is a means to an end, right?
I have to pay bills.
Okay. But if you had the opportunity, actually, you actually said this earlier. That's why I love writing things down. You would prefer a man to pay a majority of the bills if you could get it, right? Now you don't. So you're working just as a means to an end, which is cool. I accept that. That's actually why most women work as a means to an end. But if women had the opportunity, they would prefer to be with a man that they love, admire, and respect, that could take care of them. But that's not easy to find. And that's a minority of men that can actually provide that. So if a minority of men can actually provide, yes, that's a minority of men, because you would have had one by now if it was a majority. It's a minority.
No, that's not why I would also just have a man by now. There's also context to behind the scenes.
Okay,
so you don't know my story.
Okay,
That's what I'm
fantastic.
just saying.
Which makes it you even more selective.
Yeah, a little
Which
bit.
makes the man even rarer. Which proves my point once
And
again.
also as well.
Like, yo, see, you do realize the more you talk, the more you hang yourself.
No, I'm not trying to harm myself. I'm just saying it's nothing.
You're picky as hell, but
It's
you're
not-
31 years old.
Listen,
Look,
I am picky.
why am I going to pick a girl that's 31, that's
Why am I
argumentative and
gonna
masculine?
pick you?
Stop.
You're the one to pick me.
Stop.
Ultimately, I'm
Stop.
the one that makes the decision, correct?
I'm
From
not.
what you
I'm
said.
speaking generally here. I'm not talking about me, myself, as Myron Gates. I'm saying, why would a man that's attractive, that's at the top of his game, get with a 31-year-old woman who's lost her value? No offense, because we value age and youth and beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he get with an older woman? Would he get with a younger woman that's more attractive and in her prime?
There's many reasons.
But to be fair
Name
as well,
any.
to be fair, when you described the kind of man that you wanted, it basically exactly described like the archetypal high value man.
No, it
which is
doesn't.
what he's talking about.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
So the question stands: would that guy
That is not what
that
I
you
said.
described want to get?
One of the things I said first was, I don't give a damn if the guy's got money or not, as long as he's not an absolute idiot and he's able to want to build himself to a point where he can help me as the partner that he's meant to be when, for example, we have children, when things happen, when life happens.
We kind of go around in circles a bit with it, aren't we?
Simple.
Now?
I don't need a man to be rich. I need a man to give me stability and to make me wear when I need it, just by looking at me. Simple.
But
he doesn't need to talk.
Look, what you're demanding, you no longer qualify for.
Well, that's what you think.
It's the truth, and it's
But
been
it's
proven
not
by
the
your.
truth.
It's been proven literally by what's going on right now. You're single.
Listen,
You're objectively proving it for me.
it's okay. The way you're trying to present it is as if I'm single because my value is lower and people are not picking me. That is not the truth. I am single for many reasons that I don't need to go into right here because
But
they're
she's got
personal.
options,
But
she's
I've got a
saying.
million options. If I want to tomorrow, I will.
Are they real options? You don't want them, so they're not real options.
No, they are options.
No, they're not.
They are.
Because you don't want them.
You don't want them.
See, this is what I'm trying to say when I say y'all are retarded, bro. Like,
They are.
dudes that you don't like or don't respect and don't want to be with are not fucking options.
No,
they're guys that give you
but
attention.
that's not what I said.
They're
That doesn't mean that I
they're
don't
guys that give you
respect them.
attention that you don't like.
Bro,
because if you did, you would have been with them.
Listen, there's men that give me attention that I don't like. There are men that give me attention I think, oh, you're okay. And there are men that give me attention I think, actually, you're a great candidate.
And also,
That's the
our
privilege of being a
standards have
woman.
gone higher.
Yeah, and you don't get with them, which means they're lacking
No,
in
I
something.
don't get with them because I'm not going to get with every guy that is supposedly good. So I have to take my time because I'm not loose.
But then you're not getting with any guy. But then how does that make sense?
But then I've just told you.
And your value is rapidly declining in the process.
I don't care. I don't care because I'm somebody that attracts a lot of people. If I attract a lot of people, I'm not going to pick the first one that comes to me.
How
Simple,
many people have
especially
you
if it's-
tried?
Listen, I don't need to try people because I'm not doing that.
Also, women's standards have gone really high as well. Just wanted to add to
listen,
that.
my
That's
standards
probably
have to
why
be
they're
high.
just not picking.
My standards have to be high. Unfortunately for a man, because if my standards are not high, I will destroy that man.
Your high
inadvertently.
standards. See, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, you can't have these high standards no more.
Listen,
You're 31.
I can.
You're 31, bro.
I can. Actually, it's so funny.
You're
because I can.
31. Like, yo, we need to bring women
no,
back.
you can't say that to her.
I actually can.
It's the truth. This is what, yo, hold on. Stop.
choosing to be single.
Stop. Shut the fuck up.
actually
Everybody
can.
shut up for 2 seconds. Because this is crazy. What if I said, yo, I play video games every day. I'm 300 pounds. I made $10,000 last year. I want a bad bitch. What would you guys say to me?
There's niggas that are doing that still.
Okay, but hold on.
She had one.
Hold on, but am I delusional? Am I a dumbass for thinking that? I am. That's delusional because I don't qualify for what I want. I'm a brokey. I'm fat. I'm a loser. And here's the thing. Reality is going to let me know ain't no bad bitch is going to want me. Okay? I got to get out there and become that guy to be attractive. Why is that women think I'm not going to change? I'm going to get older. I'm going to wait it out. And I still want a top tier guy to pick me. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
Me. Well,
if you're single at 31, chances are you're going to stay single past 31.
Listen.
And this is statistically proven too.
That's okay.
No,
That's okay. Listen,
Myron, they become side chicks at 35.
Yeah, like, bro, this crazy.
Don't worry.
It's crazy.
My reality, you've never met a woman like me. My reality is quite different.
I've
I'll
met
tell you
many
that
women
much.
like you.
You wish,
I meet them all
girl.
the time.
You really wish. That's
No,
why
I
you only
really
know
do.
one thing.
I really do.
That's why I'm the person. I'm the only girl that comes here as often as I
will
do.
say
And
you are for as
Exactly.
crazy as you are on time. And
Exactly. And it's not even that I'm on time. And I'll tell you something. You guys
Punctuality
talking
is masculine trait.
Listen, as much as you're talking and saying all of this, you're the person that says the reason why you come here is because but you don't complain. You come, you do. I don't complain. Me and you can have all
you do have. I'm not saying you have no.
Listen.
I'm not saying you have no positive qualities. I could list them right now. You're.
You don't even know me, but I'm just telling you. You've seen two sides.
I've known you for like a year. Okay,
bro. This girl.
Okay.
My middle name.
Look, man.
So,
like,
I know your name is Hannah Pearl Davies. What's mine? What's my surname even?
See, that's a masculine trait. Interjecting, not being agreeable.
We all did it. Including your best friend, Pearl.
But you the most, by far.
Not really.
You and this other girl right here.
Yo, we're going in circles, man.